Hey, and welcome to another episode of You Love Comic Books. This is a show where I showcase comic book hauls, comic book speculations, stuff from my collection, and I'll even do some quick reviews of my weekly pull list. Uh, if you watched my last episode, which came out less than a week ago, I stated that I was moving and that it was going to be a while for another episode. Now, the thing is, I am still moving. I'm actually moving in a couple of days. But I decided I'm going to hit up some local LCSs and I'm going to just uh, do one. It's the last time I'm going to these stores. I'm going to see some of these people I like. I want to say goodbye. I go there at least once a week or once every 2 weeks. And I figured, I'm going to grab a book or two also that I've been eyeing, see if it's still there, and get it before I leave. Because, I might not see it again. Or if I do, I might not see it at the price I want. So, hey, you know what? Another episode of You Love Comic Books is in effect right now. So here we go. This is a quick review. Star Wars High Republic 15 from my weekly pull list. It's fine. I've stated on this show that, I don't know why I keep buying a series. This is going to be my last issue. It's going to be my last issue. Well, I guess this will be my last issue because the series ended in issue 15. It's okay. I don't know. I think it comes back in the fall. I don't know if I'm going to come back to it. I mean, they're going to go back 100 years. And I don't even know if I care about any of these characters in this story. I mean, the main person in the front is kind of a cool character. He's kind of interesting. He's like an angry Qui-Gon Jinn or something. And her, I don't know. I don't really have any interest in that character. Star Wars 21. This kind of focuses on the rebellion, the rebels. There's these two characters introduced that is supposed to be Poe Dameron's parents. They're on a secret mission on a Star Destroyer. It's pretty good. These are not my favorite issues of Star Wars. I personally enjoy when it deals with the lore more. It's like Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader, but it's still pretty good. And you know what? This cover is so good. This is one of my favorite covers I've seen in a while. Just that Vader helmet in the shatter, and it's just really good. Noctera number 8. This is a fun series. I mean, I enjoyed it so far. They focuses on these characters and Blacktop Bill, and I don't know why these people look like that. Are they turned? There's these people basically everything. I don't know. It's permanent night, and I guess people get mutated, get turned into these creatures. I forgot the name of it. But I don't know if these people are in mid-transition. What's the deal with them? But they're cloaked in shadow. Even Blacktop Bill, except for his teeth and the blood comes out of him or anything like that. I don't know. It's good. I enjoy it. This I've been enjoying a lot. Fantastic Four Reckoning War number 41. This was a lot of fun. This is the kind of the storyline. It was to do with the Watchers and this alien race that I guess was gifted the powers of the Watcher many, 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 many years ago. I enjoy it. It's a fun read, and again, I still think Dan Slott, when they announced that he was going to be the writer for Fantastic Four, I was like, this could be perfect, because he's the kind of writer that will do all the crazy stuff that we all love and know the Fantastic Four to be, and he's going to make it fun. Magic Order number 5. This was okay. I think I like the Magic Order, the first series, better than the second one. I mean, it definitely has a feeling of second season or sequel. I mean, if you like the Magic Order, I think you'll enjoy this series. There's only one more issue left, so I figured to stick around with it. Like I said, I enjoyed the first series better. Crossover number 12. This is pretty good. It's a little weird. I don't want to spoil anything too much if you haven't been reading it. I think it's going to take a break after issue 13. I might be taking a permanent break from this series after 13. We'll see. But Donny Cates, it's like it moves at a rapid pace though, and that you want to feel that you're reading a comic. I mean, not like I'm not saying like, oh, there's less word bubbles on the page and it moves. I mean, it's more like, the story. It's like anything. Hey, it's like a movie too. You can watch like an hour and a half movie and it feels like it's 4 hours, and you can watch a 3 hour movie and it only feels like 2 hours. No. Batman 121. I did not read this yet, but I think this might be my last issue. So we'll see. All right, on to the haul. Avengers number 56. This has kind of been a big book that's kind of been in a lot of top 10s recently. I already have a copy of it that I got last year, but this kind of blew up after WandaVision came out, and I guess with the trailers for Multiverse of Madness, where Wanda, Scarlet Witch is going to be in it. And the rumor is that she might be, if not one of the bad guys, the main bad guy. I don't know, that'd be interesting. But this is from a storyline where she's evil. And this issue, like I said, has been blowing up. Got it for cheaper than what's on the price, too. So it was only $4. He has it labeled as an 8.0. I would say, yeah, maybe a little better than an 8. I mean, it's a pretty solid copy. Happy to have it. Spirit of Vengeance, Spirit Riders. Honestly, this was like a pure spec buy. I've heard about this and everything. I do love the cover. I think this character appeared in Doctor Strange. Her first appearance is like one of the recent volumes, issue 3. I haven't read it, but just happy to have it. This is one that I think is a fun must-have if you're a Todd McFarlane back issue collector, especially like Spider-Man, Hulk, and Marvel. And then the DC era, it's Detective Comics, his year 2. There's that infamous Batman cover from like 422 or something like that. That thing goes for like way too much money. That cover. It's just a cover. He didn't even do the interiors. But this one does not get the credit it deserves. Oh, he also did Infinity Inc. And that one, when you look at it, like you're like, okay, I could tell that's McFarlane, but you're not getting McFarlane. I think he's complaining about it too. The inker didn't do his justice. Or maybe he just didn't have the time, or and again, artists take years to get to their what we know of them. And I would say that this comic definitely has like Todd McFarlane's like signature look in effect. And again, just happy to have this. I'm gonna read this one, and just for like $3. Actually, I got it for less than that because he gave me like a deal at the store I went to. Superior Iron Man, number 1. Again, a pure spec buy. He had it for $6. Again, I got it for less. This thing's going for way more. He has it labeled as 9.0, but look at that. Oh, look at that. Oh no. I don't even know if that could be pressed out. I don't know. I mean, not in that black part, or navy blue, whatever you want to call it. Maybe the white might smooth out. And who knows? Anything could have happened. But listen, you know what? To find this for less than $6 now, this book on average is going for like $40 to $50. I mean, this is based on a trailer for Multiverse of Madness, where we know that it's already been rumored that Doctor Strange is going to confront or is part of, or a version of Doctor Strange will also be on it. But the Illuminati, which is something that goes back to like a New Avengers 7, I think, with Brian Michael Bendis. And the rumor is that Tom Cruise is going to play a variant of Tony Stark, and it's going to be the Superior Iron Man, which is kind of like a bad guy version. This is like, if you read this comic series, Axis was an event book, and the big thing about that is that good guys and bad guys kind of flipped. Some of them were really silly, like the Red Skull became the White Skull, which is kind of ironic because he was like a white-powered neo-Nazi. But the White Skull was I don't know. It was kind of stupid. But Superior Iron Man was like one of the big characters. And also Superior Spider-Man was out at the time. So I think Marvel was jumping on the whole, hey, well, let's try it out with Iron Man. And he's like a kind of a jerk in this series. And this series has picked up a lot. I think on average, this book probably was only like $5 or $6. And because of that trailer, it blew up. We'll see if it holds. The rumor now is because it's based on this glowing flying character, and everyone assumes that is Superior Iron Man, but then supposedly someone was able to do a super close in HD quality pick, and it might actually be a Kang variant. Who knows? We'll see. Like I said, I got this for way less than what it's going for, so happy to have it either way. And I don't know, maybe if I learn how to press comics or anything like that, I'll test it on that section. Doctor Strange, 80. Got this for really cheap. 81 is the bigger book, but this is the first cameo appearance of Rintra. I think I totally screwed up that character's name, Rintra. He is gonna be in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. He is a like Minotaur type looking character. I think it has something to do with Wondagore too, which also plays in with Wanda, Scarlet Witch. This is a cameo appearance. 81, like I said, is the big issue, but this one's been blown up too. This is a really, really nice copy. So I put this one in some nice Mylar. It's got some... does it have any spine ticks? It's pretty good. That one little one right there. Again, happy to have this one. Especially for the price I got it at. Daredevil, 105. This one got a little more expensive, but like I said, this store, this great guy, gave me a good deal. And happy to have it. Daredevil 105. Now, this is a minor key, maybe even a bigger key, but this is the first time Moonstone is referred to as Moonstone. First appearance is in Iron Man 54, which is the issue right before the first appearance of Thanos. And I don't think she was referred to Moonstone yet. I forgot the name she went by. She went by, it's like a totally different character name. So this issue, I would say, minor key, maybe a bigger key, especially if they bring her into Guardians of the Galaxy or something, a MCU series. Again, happy to have this one. I've been having a hard time finding this one. This is also kind of fits into the Thanos saga, they call it, which is like, it starts in Iron Man 55, it kind of ends in Warlock, or actually ends in Marvel 2-in-1 Annual in the 70s. You know, it's pretty good. It has this little staining on top, but the book is really solid. All right, here we go. Here's a big boy book. Really happy to have this one. Again, he gave me a deal. This was a lot more than the other books. But overall, he gave me a good deal. That some of those books ended up being kind of free in a way. He has this labeled as a 5 or 5.5. He's probably right. The book is solid. Like, I mean, it's got spine ticks. It's got some stress. That's like a little, you know, kind of, you can see the book color breaks there. But this is a nice copy. So the big issue is Thor 165. And that's the Warlock or him. He's not Warlock yet. So Fantastic Four 66, 67 are considered Warlock's first true appearance or him's first true appearance. 66 is just the cocoon. I don't even think he's in it. 67 is like almost like just a cameo. I don't even think he's in the full issue of that either. But he shows up in Thor 165. And that one, like I said, that one goes for a lot. I've seen this one go for... I've seen really bad condition copies of this go for obviously less than this, but again, happy to have it. This is the second part. Also, it's an awesome cover. So, and if you saw a recent episode, I got Strange Tales 178. That was a good issue to get. That's like the big issues you want to get for Warlock again, besides Fantastic Four and the Thor that I mentioned. Marvel Premiere number 1 and 2. Warlock number 1. And Strange Tales 178. Those are the big ones for Warlock appearances. And this is a different store I went to. I want to see check it out, see if they had anything. Sometimes they get new books. I kind of don't have them ready. I always say, hey, what do you got? And I told him, hey, I'm moving. This is my last day. I'm going to a different state. So if you got anything cool, please let me look. He's like, you know what? I do have a stack of books I could show you that we priced. I was like, all right, here we go. Mask of the Phantasm, Batman, the animated movie adaptation. Got this for really cheap. This is a really nice copy. Just happy to have it. It's based on the animated series movie. Again, just cool. These Batman animated series comics can go for a decent amount, especially the keys. Obviously, the Harley Quinn one is like ridiculous. Astonishing Tales featuring Kazar and Doctor Doom, #1. If you watched my any of my old episodes, I showed I got issue 7. I got issue 6 earlier last year. That's the first appearance of Bobby Morris. This continues from Marvel Superheroes 20, which is that iconic Doctor Doom cover and key. If you watched my last episode, I showed that one. Kind of gotten like a low-grade copy of it, but that book goes for so much. So if you're going to get a low-grade at the price I got it, really happy to have it. This one, I'm really happy to have. This is in really nice condition, and the price I got is awesome. I have a feeling this book is going to pick up, especially consider this is like a Doctor Doom kind of solo series, or, obviously not because it's a split book, but just happy to have this, and especially in the condition that's in. All right, here we go. This is one of those things where, you see a Silver Age book, and it's in halfway decent condition, and the price isn't too bad. Obviously, it's an iconic series. You kind of have to grab it. I mean, you don't have to do anything. You do whatever you want. But Fantastic Four 37. This is considered a key. This is the first appearance of Hulkling's mom. She's like a Skrull character. There's another first appearance, I think, of a Skrull character in this. I will say this is definitely a weak cover for Fantastic Four. I mean, it's cool. Like, you got the characters in the forefront and all of them, in the background. It look like they're up. I don't know if they were like sneaking in and now they got caught. I don't know. Happy to have it. And like I said, this is probably like a 5 or a 6 grade-wise. And then this one, I'm happy to have this one. This one is in probably more like a 3, maybe a 3.5. This is the first appearance of Diablo. And this is one of these comics that, I never really was like on the hunt for, but I just remember as a kid, Marvel would release this series. I don't know if it wasn't Marvel Saga. They had a name for them, Index, I think they were. And they would do that with the bigger series, like they did it with Spider-Man and Fantastic Four, where the books basically were descriptions of, so they would do, like the first issue was like 1 through 24, and then the second issue was like, 25 through 50. And I remember this in there because I always found this cover to be so funny. Because I guess in this comic, Diablo, he, I guess convinces the Thing that he can change him back to normal, but he kind of just changes him back to like this weird halfway Ben Grimm Thing-looking character, and it's just really funny, and he's like that in the comic. I do love how it's like his face is kind of back to normal, and the crackle lines are just like little dots, like they're like connect the dot drawing or something. It's really fun, like an in-between thing. Again, too, it's these two books are considered keys. That's 4 keys. This is the first appearance of Diablo. Is he a major villain? I'm trying to think if they've used him in anything recently. He's definitely like a ton of stuff. He actually, I think, is in this comic, and he was in the Marvel Superheroes 20. But to get any first appearances of any villains in the Silver Age that still show up to today is, to me, a good find. I'm happy to grab it, get it at this price. I don't think I'll ever be able to afford to get, first Doctor Doom or the first Skrulls. But, happy to have this. All right, so that's it for my haul. If you like this video and you like what you saw, why not give it give the video a like. Leave a comment if you have any questions or, critiques on the episode, If you have any questions or if you have something to add, maybe something in the episode, I gave the wrong information on, leave a comment. And why not subscribe, Become part of the You Love Comic Books conversation. So you're going to see a old episode here, another episode here, and the subscribe button right here, okay? All right, well, on that note, later and bye.